I'm Frank Pereira from Coleman Consulting Group. Idle time. It is one of the largest cost-saving opportunities in organizations around the world. A lot of people come to me telling me they have issues with overtime levels or staffing levels, and usually it's idle time. And what do I mean by idle time? I mean time when people are at work and they don't need to be, or they're not adding to the bottom line. Now, is a firefighter asleep in his bed idle? No. Is the power plant operator sitting in the chair watching the dials, even though they're not moving, is he idle? No. But if you're doing something that you wouldn't bring someone in for overtime, I would consider that idle. Let me give you one example. In the United States, many companies, because of the 30-minute unpaid lunch, have gone to lengthening shifts by a half an hour. Now, if you're running 3 8-hour shifts, whether that's 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week, you have to cover 24 hours with 3 8-hour shifts. Now they're 8.5 hours long, so there's a half an hour overlap between shifts. Now, initially, companies never had those. Now they got that half an hour. Managers are smart, and they've been very innovative about what they do with that half an hour. Normally, we find that people are doing communication briefings, safety briefings, even stretching to get ready for work. And these are all great ideas. But would you do that if you didn't have that free half hour? And in most cases, no, especially when you look at the value. And a typical manufacturing plant of, 50 to a couple hundred people, we're talking $300,000-$400,000 to a couple $1 million a year is what this overlap is costing in labor wages. When I put that context, I say, would you pay a couple $1 million a year to have people do a safety meeting and do a stretch and do a communication for 30 minutes a day, or would you save half of that if you could and only have 15 minutes overlap? And I can't tell you, often people say 15, can we do 10? Can we do the safety brief every other day, or can we do the safety brief once a week? The problem is, if we are inside the box that we have to live with an 8.5-hour schedule, there's no way. So this is where looking at an alternative and looking at different ways of doing things and reducing that idle time can, one, save you a bunch of money, and two, not have employees standing around when you don't need them, which also upsets them, make employees happier. And maybe, by the way, we'll get them a little sleep so they can be healthier and safer.